Welcome to this module on construction and maintenance of temples in Mesopotamia. The earliest cities emerged around the temples. As you can see the picture here, the earliest cities emerged around the temple. Some cities developed as centers of trade and some were the imperial cities. So the main important places are the cities. The earliest cities in Mesopotamia have developed around the temples. The early settlers began to build and rebuild temples at selected spots in their villages. So we can understand here the temples played a very prominent role during the Mesopotamian civilization. You can see the construction style, the architecture also was very good. And they used to select a spot where to build the temple, and they used to build their temples in the selected spots of their villages. And later, these areas where the temples are built, they emerged as the earliest cities. And later as centers for trade and imperial cities. The earliest known temple was a small shrine made of unbaked bricks. The first temple or the earliest temple, what we know about the Mesopotamian, was a very small shrine and which is made up of unbaked bricks. The temples were the residences of various gods like moon god, sun god, goddess of love and the goddess of war. So temples were the residences of various gods. As you can see here, there are different gods and the pictures are here. You can see the different types of idols which are made, the paintings on the walls. It shows the various gods. There are different gods like moon god, sun god, then the goddess of love, the goddess of war. Like this, there are various gods who are worshipped in the temples of Mesopotamia. The temples became larger over time. Initially, they were very small. Later, they became larger with several rooms and open courtyards. You can see here, several rooms are there, open courtyards are there. So all these things emerged over a period of time. Initially, they were very small in size. Later, they grew larger. They got more rooms added. There are courtyards which are added to the temples, and there are many open courtyards also. Some of the early ones were possibly not unlike the ordinary houses, but temples always had their outer walls going in and out at regular intervals, which no ordinary building ever had. Now here is a comparison between the ordinary houses in the initial years when the temples were built, how they were built. The temples were always built, let it be a small one or a larger one. They had outer walls which sometimes they go inside, sometimes they go outside. As you can see here it is outside, here it is going inside. So like this, it goes in and comes out. This kind of construction is not done for any kind of regular houses or any kind of other ordinary buildings. So we learned about the temples here. The temples were initially small in size, later they were larger. Initially, they were built with unbaked bricks. Later, they were built with the baked bricks. There are various gods for whom the temples are the residences: the moon god, the sun god, goddess of love and war. And the construction of the temples was always unique, and it is not like any other construction house or any other building, because they have a outer wall which goes inside and comes outside. They have different structure. You can observe here carefully where it is going inside and it is also coming outside at regular interval, which was not there for any ordinary building which was constructed at that point of time. Stay tuned. We'll catch you in the next section.